Cocaine Bear was directed by Elizabeth Banks and revolves around a stash of cocaine that ends up falling from a plane and gets lost in the Georgia mountains and is searched after by a group of criminals played by Alden Einrich, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and Ray Liotta, until they discover that a black bear had picked up some of the cocaine and ingested it and is going on a wild rampage, killing many people, including trying to kill them. During all of this, a mother, played by Kerry Russell, is searching for her teenage daughter, who runs away into the forests and is also being searched for by her friend, who split up with her after the bear started chasing them. And now everyone in the cast is trying to find something, whether it's each other or the cocaine, while also avoiding the bear. This movie got a lot of attention from the internet due to its title and, of course, humorous concept. And in some parts of the marketing, it even mentions being based on a true story, which it technically is, being based on a real-life, airdropping of duffel bags full of cocaine, and a black bear ended up getting into one of them and ingested the cocaine. The difference being that the bear pretty much overdosed and died sometime a little bit after it, ate the cocaine. So definitely not an exciting idea, so they clearly built a lot off of it. But, not all movies that try to, be true stories are really true stories. Like how the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or the original one, was supposedly based on a true story, but was more so inspired by, serial killer Ed Gein. But this is, a little bit closer to reality, just a bit. In terms of what actually happened in the movie, I'd say I liked it enough. It's honestly not as funny as I was expecting it to be. Not that there was a ton of jokes and they didn't land. More so, there weren't many jokes to begin with. It's weirdly, kind of serious in many places. Not just character moments, but the horror itself. It almost is a horror movie and not just a comedy. The gore is pretty decent. The CG effects of the bear itself are also decent. Decent enough to look real in places. Obviously, when it's moving pretty fast, it's, no longer real, but oh well. The characters are fine and well acted enough. This is Ray Liotta's last movie, as he died around the time this was about to come out, I believe, from cancer. So it's definitely interesting knowing this is his final movie. He's in it enough, and he does the most with his character, even if it's basically just kind of old gangster guy who's trying to get the cocaine and is occasionally mad at his other, underlings. But yeah, the acting's alright. The action is fine. And that's kind of it. It's definitely got bits of the 80s in it, as this story did take place in the 80s, or the original tale that inspired this. There's bits of 80s music here and there, actual 80s songs, and then the rest of the soundtrack, which is a little bit 80s inspired. And then, of course, character clothing and tech and all of that, but that's pretty much it. The only other problem I have with it, aside from it not being as comedic as expected, it doesn't have the bear as much, like just enough, but to an extent I felt the presence of the bear was... Yeah, you know what, I guess it is sort of a Jaws or a Alien thing where maybe it's like a presence is a better thing and would have probably added up to the budget and the amount of CGI for it. But, that's definitely better for a horror movie where it's kind of scarier not knowing when the creature is going to show up. But I guess that's what it is, a horror movie, sort of. But oh well, that's just what I expected. I'm gonna give Cocaine Bear a 6 out of 10. Pretty standard, decent movie. I hope you enjoyed this movie review. I hope you check out some of my other videos on the channel, and maybe even comment and subscribe. And other than that, I will wish you guys a good day, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.